Focus on you, people come and go. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than a bad company. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Take your financial life seriously. Money is a defense to a lot of challenges. Being alone gives us an opportunity to reconnect with ourselves. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use. Your deepest, darkest moment may be the best thing that ever happens to you. In the future, there will be no female leaders. There will just be leaders. I learned to always take on things I'd never done before. Growth and comfort do not coexist. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. Make the most of yourself by fanning the tiny, inner sparks of possibility into flames of achievement. The difference between successful people and others is how long they spend time feeling sorry for themselves. Make peace with your past so it won't screw up the present. Envy is a waste of time. You already have all you need. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Keep fighting for your dreams. The power you have is to be the best version of yourself you can be, so you can create a better world. The most effective way to do it is to do it. Sometimes, the things that break your heart end up fixing your vision. You can't be that kid standing at the top of the water slide overthinking it. You have to go down the chute. Don't go broke trying to impress broke people. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do, so throw off the bowlines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. The best protection any woman can have is courage. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Women asking for raises should not only know their value, but they should ask with the confidence that they're helping the company to be successful. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. If you don't ask, you don't get. The way in which we think of ourselves has everything to do with how our world sees us and how we see ourselves successfully acknowledged by the world. Do yourself a favor, get rich. Life gets easier with money. not time. What other people think of you is none of your business. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If nobody helps you, do it alone. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. A lot of people are afraid to say what they want. That's why they don't get what they want. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you. The root of all suffering is attachment. Don't regret having a good heart. All good things come back and multiply. Expect nothing, appreciate everything, be grateful for the little things in your life to find inner peace. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's not your job to like me, it's mine. If you can survive your own thoughts, you can survive anything. The size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you are not. No one is going to figure out your life. It's your responsibility. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. And the trouble is, if you don't risk anything, you risk more. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow. When there's that moment of, wow, I'm not really sure I can do this, and you push through those moments, that's when you have a breakthrough. Be kind, but don't let people use you. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. If you're not making mistakes, then you're not making decisions. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it can last a lifetime. Money isn't everything in life, but it can help you solve a lot of problems. No matter how smart, successful, and good-looking you are, nobody likes arrogance. Humility is everything. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. Never say maybe if you want to say no. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Woman must not accept, she must challenge. She must not be awed by that which has been built up around her. She must reverence that woman in her which struggles for expression. Don't trust words, trust actions. One of the most courageous things you can do is identify yourself. Know who you are, what you believe in, and where you want to go. Doubt is a killer. You just have to know who you are and what you stand for. Avoid gossip at all costs. It's poison to your mind. I am a woman with thoughts and questions and tea to say. I say if I'm beautiful. I say if I'm strong. You will not determine my story. I will. Learn to heal without venting to everyone. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. Don't let success go to your head. Don't let failure go to your heart. Never give up on something you really want. It's difficult to wait, but it's more difficult to regret. Hatred is a curse that does not affect the hated. It only poisons the hater, release a grudge as if it was poison. Choose your friends wisely. The fastest way to become better is to surround yourself with better people. Be loyal or stay single, that's simple. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. To avoid disappointment, expect nothing from nobody. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve yourself. Be proud you survived the days you thought you couldn't. Not everyone will like you. That's life. You are more powerful than you know. You are beautiful just as you are. Everyone has inside of her a piece of good news. The good news is that you don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, and what your potential is. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. You have to have confidence in your ability and then be tough enough to follow through. 'Cause You're being judged no matter what, so be who you want to be. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left and could say, I used everything you gave me. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. The real opportunity for success lies within the person and not in the job. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. If someone is trying to bring you down, they are already below you. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you will get. When a woman becomes her own best friend, life is easier. When you are angry, stay silent. There is no royal road to anything. One thing at a time, all things in succession. That which grows fast withers as rapidly. That which grows slowly endures. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. A truly rich man is one whose children run into his arms when his hands are empty. You have 3 choices in life. You can watch things happen, make things happen, or wonder what the hell happened. Stay strong, even when things begin to fall apart. Stay strong. A strong woman understands that the gifts, such as logic, decisiveness, and strength, are just as feminine as intuition and emotional connection. She values and uses all of her gifts. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. No regrets, just lessons. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations, just gratitude. Life is too short. The calmer you are, the clearer you think, The more you are interested in others, the more interesting they find you to be interesting. Be interested. If you are not falling down occasionally, you are just coasting. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. If you want to be trusted, be honest. People change, love hurts, friends leave, things go wrong. But remember that life goes on. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. Nurture your mind with great thoughts. To believe in the heroic makes heroes. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Learn to say no without explaining yourself. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Be a good person, but don't waste your time proving it. Never tell your friends your plans. Stop putting too much trust in them. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. Remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. The only person that cares about your hopes and dreams is you. The only person that is going to make them happen is you. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now, without delay. If you are a giver, remember to learn your limits, because the takers don't have any. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Accept criticism, but never accepted disrespect. Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. I learned a long time ago that there is something worse than missing the goal, and that's not pulling the trigger. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what they show you. Don't pretend to be better than you are. Live life at your own pace. Life is too short to waste time hating anyone. We need to accept that we won't always make the right decisions, that we'll screw up royally sometimes, understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you'll never have enough. None of us is as smart as all of us. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Nothing will work unless you do. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. The quickest way to double your money is to fold it over and put it back in your pocket. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. What's money? A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and goes to bed at night, and in between does what he wants to do. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Stop telling people everything. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail.